All right, I want to welcome everyone to our live Saturday morning presentation. As you can see by the opening slide, we're going to be looking at your marketing system and tools for building your Synergy funnel. Last week, I began to introduce you to the Synergy funnel. We're going to add this this coming week. I'll be adding this onto our Synergy family website as a separate icon that you can click on. And we're going to be building out this funnel over the next couple weeks. Last week, our presentation was how to create awareness and attract people to you. We talked a lot about your elevator speech and your mission and how to brand your message and how to use that in different situations to be able to attract family and friends to take a serious look at what you have to offer them, how to go to meetup groups and lead groups and be able to make use your elevator speech to create awareness of what you're doing, brand yourself at the same time, as well as attract people who have issues that would be attracted to your message to want to either give you their email address for you to send them a particular video that would address their specific health needs, or sit down with you and get more information about what you're doing. Now, we showed you how to use a home party. We showed you how to do some other different types of things from social media to be able to, again, create awareness within the community that you have, the context that you have, so you can begin this process of sharing your mission, branding your message, to be able to attract people to you. And once you attract them, then the next thing that you need to do is understand that they are now moving into your funnel and you're moving them down through your funnel. So the next thing that we want to talk about today is how you can get them to consider you and convert them into a client. So it's consideration and conversion is what we want to focus on today. And to do that, you need to have a marketing strategy and you need to have tools that will complement your marketing strategy. It's all part of your Synergy funnel. Now, one of the other things that I shared with you last week was this image too. We want to give you the building blocks for your Synergy business. Last week, it was your mission, the Million Lives Project, and how to adapt that into your specific mission to brand you and what you're trying to do. Today, we want to talk about your marketing strategy and tools. Next week, we're going to talk about your system, the 10-10 Club. We're going to show you how, if you model the 10-10 Club, you're going to be able to create cash flow through your customers and residual income through other people who join you in the Synergy business. And so coming back to today's presentation, we basically have three main marketing strategies. We have Nitric Oxide Therapy with our product of choice being ProArch 9 Plus. We have Microbiome Research, and our product of choice is the Purify Kit and the other Biome products. And then we have Holistic Skin Care, and our product of choice is the Trulum product line from Synergy Worldwide. Now, within each of those main marketing strategies, you could develop a sub-strategy that you want to completely focus on. So it could be high blood pressure or diabetic complications. Just those two, high blood pressure, diabetic complications, you'll most likely capture close to 80% of the US population. Sexual health issues, especially for men. Women's heart health. I haven't seen anyone really brand themselves in this area of women's heart health. So much of the focus in women's health centers around breast cancer. And this is not to say that that's not important, but 5 times more women are going to die from heart disease than are going to die from breast cancer. So while breast cancer awareness is an extremely important part of women's health, heart health has an even greater impact. And yet I've never seen anyone really significantly brand themselves in this area of women's heart health. Or you could brand yourself in ethnic heart health. David Munoz has done a fantastic job in branding himself in the Hispanic community. But for the Black population group, I don't want to say the African American because there's a lot of Blacks that live in America that don't come from Africa. They come from other countries around the world. So for the Black population group, there are some inherent factors that drive a greater amount of their population group to have cardiovascular health issues. We have a fantastic video in the Synergy library that specifically addresses heart health for Black population groups. The Asian group, as they adopt a Western lifestyle, they then find out that they have as significant cardiovascular issues as white Caucasians do. So again, depending upon what your ethnicity is, you can begin to brand yourself in your population group. Athletic performance. Again, nitric oxide therapy can improve athletic performance. I just recently picked up a new client who is in his early 50s who works out all the time. Now he's getting Project Plus for his high blood pressure, but he wanted to know, would this help him in athletic performance? And absolutely it will help him in athletic performance. And so as you gain clients in one particular area, in this case for me it was high blood pressure, if they're working out, you can help them understand how nitric oxide therapy can also improve their athletic performance, which may then lead you down the pathway of your funnel to be able to get referrals from that individual as they go into the gym and see an improvement in their workouts, as well as an improvement in their high blood pressure, or maybe their diabetic complications, or whatever it might be. You have the ability to expand your reach as you properly structure your funnel and use the key strategies that we're going to teach you over the next couple weeks on how to build out an effective synergy funnel so that you can convert people. Going back up to the top here, as you've created awareness and attracted them to want more information, you're now sending them the tools and resources for consideration that will end up converting them. It's all about quality exposures, and we want to show you how to use your tools and resources to create those quality exposures and how to position information that is going to address their needs, which is going to increase your probability of them going from consideration to actually a client, converting them into a client. And I use the word client as opposed to customer because in a customer, it's like, okay, we got a customer. But a client is a different level of relationship with that individual. A client is where you're serving them in their best interest. So that means that, as you'll see as we continue to move down the funnel, there's a follow-up system that you use with that person. You help them become a client because you follow up with them. You help them make sure that they're implementing the product properly, that they're getting the results with that product, that you're planting seeds with them in terms of, who do you know that could benefit with what you're actually seeing? If it's high blood pressure, if it's athletic performance, if it's, improved health in their ethnic, for them as whether they be Hispanic or Black or Asian, and they're seeing improvements in their health, helping them become part of, like for David, the Hispanic Health Initiative, so that he can be able to leverage a mission with their health improvements to have them open up their contacts, their sphere of influence to you, because you've built that relationship not as a customer, but as a client. Now, going through the Microbiome Research, using the microbiome products from Synergy Worldwide, well, these are kind of both the same. You've got weight management and weight loss. So I know that when Dr. Tripp was with Synergy Worldwide, he really didn't want to focus on weight loss, but I'm telling you, the market is huge for weight loss. We did a couple Saturdays ago before the end of the year, I think it was the last Saturday of 2018, where we did the Saturday presentation on how you could use the Biome Protect Kit as a fantastic tool to drive a weight loss program. There's a whole area that you could brand yourself in this weight loss, weight management, and then as you improve the clients that you're working with, as I shared that last Saturday of 2018, if you help drive a weight loss program for your clients, they become walking billboards for you, and people are going to ask them, man, you look good, what are you doing? And then again, if you're working with that client, you're going to be able to leverage that to be able to get additional clients through their sphere of influence. And at the same time, you'll most likely find it even easier to get some of those clients to become business builders because you've shown them the system, you've worked with them, and they can see how they could replicate that system of what you did with them, that they could do it with others. They've already got people asking them, what are they doing? And so you come alongside them and you help them be able to set up properly. Maybe it's a home presentation. Maybe it's a home presentation where they invite people to their home and you live on the other side of the US. And so you're not going to travel to their house, but you can travel to their house through the internet by doing a Zoom presentation and helping people understand how they could apply the Biome Protect Kit to drive their weight loss program, to improve their gut health, and to help them also improve their overall health and be cost neutral. Again, we've got the recording of that Saturday up in our Synergy Family YouTube channel that you can use to be able to do that. Plus, we've posted it, and I'll show you where it's been posted. Maybe people have digestive issues. The leaky gut. The leaky gut survey is a fantastic tool to be able to create interest. We talked a bit about that last week. There's a term called Shakeology. All right, it's most likely a trademark term, but the aspect is there's a lot of people in America that use some type of protein shake, either as a meal replacement or as a meal. And so again, there's a whole population group that you can begin to help them understand how they could use the Biome shake or the metabolic shake as their primary choice for the protein shake that they're looking for. Instead of using whey protein, you can help them understand how pea protein is so much better than whey protein. And there's a whole category here for vegetarian and vegans who are looking for products that will help them maintain their vegetarian lifestyle or a vegan lifestyle, because the Biome Shake is both certified gluten-free and certified vegan. So there's a whole marketplace that within that strategy of microbiome research, there are the subcategories that you could brand yourself and market yourself for to be able to build a robust client base that's using products on a monthly basis to increase the volume on your tracking center one. And again, we'll eventually do another presentation on the synergy compensation plan, but you need to understand that in the synergy compensation plan, when your volume on your tracking center one is above 150, anything above that creates for you a 25% return called an elite rebate. So for example, and I gave this example last week for Arnold, who's focused on men's sexual health issues, erectile dysfunction, ED. Again, last month he was over 4,000 CV of volume. So he earned over $1,000 in elite rebates just from his client base. And he's consistently done that, not just hit it 1 month, he's consistently done that now for the last 5 months. Sometimes it's even larger than that. His ultimate goal for 2019, shouldn't say ultimate, but his goal for 2019 is to build a client base where his tracking center one has 10,000 CV of volume on it. That would be around 2,500 in elite rebates. 2,500 in elite rebates on a part-time basis times 12 months, that's a $30,000 income stream to him, which could be a $30,000 income stream for you as you begin to implement your marketing strategy. Focus the particular area that you want to focus on and begin to drive a marketing program. And all marketing is letting people know what you're doing. And if you do it in a way that's going to, again, go back to this funnel, create awareness that attracts people to you, and then give them the right tools and testimonials to create quality exposures and properly position that information that's going to address their needs, they're going to go from consideration to conversion. They're going to become a client. They're going to use the Synergy products. And then, as we'll talk about in the future, how do you follow up with them effectively to make sure that they become a client that also becomes an advocate for you, that refers other people to you, and maybe even become a business builder. Now, the other one that we have is holistic skincare. wanting vibrant skin, or what we call intrinsic youth technology. People want to have younger looking skin, both men and women. So again, there's a whole marketplace for that. Become the expert in that area and begin to help people understand how they can have vibrant skin, how they can help their skin look younger and healthier. Now, we have a page where you can find these things. It's the resource page on our Synergy family. So let me take you to my other browser window. The URL is pretty simple, oursynergyfamily.com. That's always your starting point for anything that you need from a resource standpoint to build your Synergy business. And as you scroll down here, you're going to see the icons. And so here is the icon that you want to focus on. We also have, or I shouldn't say we, well, I guess we and Synergy Worldwide have created some excellent Spanish resources. So if it's the Hispanic population and their main language is Spanish, then here's a great resource place for you to be able to find resources that are in Spanish that will be easier for that population group to be able to understand. It's in their native language. So if you click on resources, you're going to go to the resource page. In the resource page, I'm going to quickly show you how it's organized, and I'm going to come back and help you understand that once you pick your marketing strategy, you need to decide what are the tools that you're going to use on a consistent basis to be able to position information in front of a person that will meet their need and lead them with a quality exposure to converting to becoming a client, a product user with you. So we start out with the nitric oxide therapy, and I'll go through this in a little bit. The next one is the microbiome research, and then holistic skin care. We also have some key videos from our Synergy library. There's more videos in the Synergy library than what I'm showing you here, but these are the key ones. So we've got key videos for nitric oxide therapy. I added some key videos for microbiome research, especially this video here, how your microbiome impacts your weight. And then there's some other key videos that maybe you want to focus on healthy energy. There's one for E9. Or you want to focus on plant-based nutrition, like essential greens or the liquid chlorophyll. And then we've got the key resource tools from Synergy Worldwide. And one of the things that Bob asked me to do is put the published studies from Synergy Worldwide. So at this point in time, I've placed up here as much as what's available. The metabolic LDL, there's another, that's a whole nother marketing strategy. There's so many people in America that are on a statin drug because of cholesterol issues. Right there, they're looking, a lot of people are looking for an alternative to the medications because they have complications that are associated with the medications. And here you've got a great product, the metabolic LDL. That by itself is a whole marketing strategy that you could use maybe in conjunction with one of your other marketing strategies to, again, expand your ability to brand yourself with the people that are in your sphere of influence to help them begin to understand that there is a natural way that they could address their cholesterol and do it much more effectively because it actually addresses the main cause of plaque formation, which is oxidized LDL, which is what metabolic LDL is specifically targeted to help prevent. And then there's the Purify Kit. And then I've updated this chart, and I'm going to show it to you as I go through some of the resource tools that I personally use for the nitric oxide therapy. Now, let's go back to this sheet. And so my strategy, my marketing strategy is all about nitric oxide therapy. I position everything in relationship to nitric oxide therapy. And you'll notice that our product of choice is ProAction Plus. So I talk to people in terms of nitric oxide therapy as opposed to ProAction Plus, because if I talk about ProAction Plus, people feel I'm trying to sell them a product. Now, we are in the selling business, but what I would rather do is rather than having them put up the wall initially, I talk to people about nitric oxide therapy. I help them understand how nitric oxide therapy can naturally address their cardiovascular health issue. that this is Nobel Prize winning information. And so when we get around to, well, what product should I use? Well, then it's our product of choice is ProArginine Plus. Why? Because it's clinically proven. Been listed in the physician's desk reference now for the last 5 years as the highest quality L-arginine supplement in the world. It's not me saying that. That's the medical industry telling you that. Physician's desk reference. And so here are the kinds of resource tools that I use to help, again, address that person's need, validate the product, so that in that quality exposure that I give to them, they decide that this is the product that they want to use. So there's key videos, clinically proven, the ProArginine Plus Advantage. There's key videos that are in the Synergy library that specifically address certain cardiovascular concerns. I'll show you those things in just a second. There's 2 infographics. The ProArginine Plus comparison chart, I made a slight update to that from when I originally put it up, and I've changed it so that I'll show it to you today. There's the nitric oxide infographic that Synergy Worldwide put together. There's the PDFs that we have, Empower Your Heart Through Nitric Oxide Therapy, as well as the instruction sheet on how to use ProArginine Plus. And as I've already talked about, there's the Spanish resources. And then Synergy Worldwide has done a fantastic job of updating their brochures and fact sheets and catalog so that you also have that either as a PDF that you can send to people, or you can buy hard copy brochures, fact sheets, and catalogs through Sound Concept. Now, going back to your resource page, let's go back here. So what are the key resource tools? Well, you need to go through this page. You need to identify for yourself what are going to be the key resource tools that you're going to use if nitric oxide therapy is your marketing strategy. What are going to be the key resource tools that you're going to use to help a person understand how nitric oxide therapy can naturally address their cardiovascular concerns? Now, one of the key resource tools that I'm using now, especially when I send out any order to a person, or let's say that you get a customer, and rather than you selling to them directly like I do, they buy product through Synergy Worldwide. Well, you want to help them understand that they made the best buying decision possible. Or in the process of considering to moving to conversion, you can make a statement to that person in an email that you would send to them. You know, John, there are a lot of nitric oxide supplements in the marketplace. As I shared with you, our product of choice is ProArginine Plus. Click on the link below, and you'll see a comparison chart of how ProArginine Plus compares to the rest of the nitric oxide supplements in the marketplace. So you send them this URL. Again, you can download this to your computer. You can create on your computer a document where you have these links so it's easy for you to find them, or you can always go to, again, our Synergy family, click on the resource icon, go to the resource page, and it's right here. Now, ProArginine Plus comparison to other nitric oxide supplements, and as you scroll this down, you can see, like I just had a person ask me, well, how did ProArginine Plus compare to Arginine Plus? Now, Synergy has done has kind of masked these names, but I'll tell you that Arginine Plus, this looks awful lot like Arginine Plus. You know, the guy asked me specifically, well, is Synergy Worldwide, is your product twice as good as Arginine Plus? So I sent him this. I said, yeah, you look at this chart, I'm pretty sure that this is Arginine Plus. If you look at that, yes, Synergy Worldwide's ProArginine Plus is twice as effective as Arginine Plus. And then what I did is I added this infographic courtesy of the Hughes Center for Research and Innovation. Now, I put it that way instead of saying Synergy Worldwide because, one, it did come from the Hughes Center for Research and Innovation, and secondly, it sounds like the Hughes Center for Research and Innovation is independent. Now, again, I don't want to mislead people, but I want them to understand that there is a Center for Research and Innovation that did this comparison, and here's the way that ProAction Plus compares to all these other products. I also put the quote, ProAction Plus is the highest quality L-arginine supplement in the world from the Physician's Desk Reference 2014 through 2018. Don't yet know if it's going to be in the 2019 Physician's Desk Reference, but that's 5 straight years that the medical community has recognized ProAction Plus as the highest quality L-arginine supplement in the world. And then I took Synergy statement and just added my marketing strategy. ProAction Plus is a clinically proven, patent-pending formula designed to harness the power of nitric oxide therapy. And I'm using this now. In fact, when my orders go out to people, I add this into the stuff that I send them. Or as I was sharing with you, if you have that person get their product directly through Synergy Worldwide, you could send an email to them. Again, John, you made a great choice. I just want to help you understand through the following link how good the choice is that you made and how ProAction Plus compares to all the other L-arginine supplements in the marketplace, or at least for a wide variety of different ones. And then here's a link to the instruction sheet on how to use this product. As soon as your product comes in, let's get together and I'll go through this instruction sheet so that you understand how to properly use this product to get the best results. So what instruction sheet am I talking about? Well, again, that instruction sheet is right there on the resource page in the nitric oxide therapy section. One's in English, one's in Spanish. Again, all you have to do is click on it. This is the instruction sheet that I send to all my clients. It goes in every package that they get, or if they order directly from Synergy Worldwide, I send this to them. This is the instruction sheet that I want them to follow. They don't always follow it, but this is what I recommend that they do. Start out with a half a scoop, then we bump up to 1 scoop on day 4, and then we do 1 scoop in the morning on day 7 and a half scoop in the evening, starting on day 7. Can you be more aggressive with the product? Sure, all right? This is what I've chosen to do, and then you can decide if this is part of your strategy. Now, some of the key videos that I use are again, down here. It's really important to me that people need to know, oh, well, what does that clinically proven mean? Well, I can try and talk to them about what it means, or I can send them the video. It's just slightly over 5 minutes. And then we've got the ProAction Plus Advantage video. Or sometimes I'll get questions about Dr. Borger's product. And if I do, then specifically I send them this video, The Truth About Dr. Borger. Or I get calls about, even last week, I still get these things. Well, if you're over the age of 40, I hear that this isn't working very well. And immediately I say, oh, you bought into Dr. Nathan Bryant and his misinformation on that. So again, I share this video with them. And I can tell you that anytime that I've shared this video with people, there's no question about using ProAction Plus. And as I've shared this video with regards to Dr. Borger, and the misstatements that he makes with regards to ProAction Plus completely changes how they view ProAction Plus. So again, it's learning how to use your resources, given the information that a person shares with you, to be able to help them understand that this is the best product compared to whatever else that they're looking for. Or we've got the comparison between L-arginine Plus and ProAction Plus video. So again, it's learning how to use these. Now, if you go back up to the section for nitric oxide therapy, there's a quick link to the Synergy library. And so you can click on that image and it'll take you into the Synergy library. So let's say that I'm dealing with a person who has high blood pressure. I can go into the Synergy library, I can click on my health videos, and then I've got the old videos that I did a couple years ago. And then I've got the updated versions of those videos in relationship to how nitric oxide therapy addresses whatever that thing might be. So if I've got a person who's dealing with high blood pressure, rather than sending them the old video, I want to again make sure that my message, my marketing message, is congruent with what I'm telling people. I'm telling people how nitric oxide therapy addresses their health issue. So I want the video to say how nitric oxide therapy addresses. And so in this case, for high blood pressure, all right, now all these have come up. All I have to do is, again, I've shared this many times, you just right click and then you right click and copy video URL, and I can put that into the email. So I'm building, in my marketing strategy, I'm using tools and resources that are going to confirm either why they should be using Purify Plus, because it is the best product. It's just not me telling you. Here's all these other people telling you, Physicians Desk Reference telling you, the Hughes Center for Research and Innovation telling you. You know, it's just not me and my opinion. This is the medical community's opinion. This is the Hughes Center for Research and Innovation, their research clearly showing Purify Plus being the best product. It's all about putting information in front of people that are going to move them from consideration to conversion, becoming product users, becoming your clients. Now, you've got a great infographic that Synergy has created. You've got this graphic here. Again, you can get it off of the Synergy website, but I just took the Synergy, this goes directly into the Synergy Worldwide. So this is directly off of the Synergy website. And you could use this graphic to help a person understand, well, why, I've got high blood pressure, but why should I use your product? Well, you could pull this graphic out and say, okay, well, let's look at what might be happening. I use the term might be happening. Your high blood pressure directly damages the lining of your vascular system. That damage causes inflammation. That inflammation becomes plaque. And over time, that plaque grows. Plus, you can see how your nitric oxide production decreases as you age and injury continues to occur to your vascular system. So what do we want to do? We want to nourish that lining of your vascular system with the right ingredients to optimize nitric oxide production, to then relax that smooth muscle of the vascular wall to improve your circulation. And while you're in your 60s, we're not going to get you back to your 20s, but maybe we can get you back to your 40s with nitric oxide production to improve your vascular health and improve your blood flow so that you can see the benefits that come from that. So we need to nourish that lining properly. And what's the best product? Well, again, if you had that infographic, if you're also using this infographic, you could show them. And the best product to help you harness nitric oxide is this product, Purify Plus. It's our product of choice. Not only is it our product of choice, it's also Physicians Desk Reference product of choice. You can see how they state that this is the highest quality L-arginine supplement in the world. One that's clinically proven, patent pending, all designed to harness this power of nitric oxide therapy to help you improve blood flow. Again, everything about marketing is positioning information to help people understand how it can benefit them. And the more third-party sources you can use in that process, the more that you're going to create that validation process. So going back here, if you choose to do the microbiome research, again, we've created some videos that I think will be very helpful for you in that process of being able to utilize the microbiome product line from Synergy Worldwide to help a person achieve weight loss or understand how they need to reset their gut health. And so that's the 3 E's and the 4 R's to gut health. We broke it into 2 parts. I'll explain that in just a second. We've got fantastic PDFs, the Leaky Gut Survey PDF. We've got a PDF for the Purify Kit, which helps you quickly to go through the different products and help the person understand how those products can benefit them in resetting their gut health. We've got the ebook, Empower Your Life Through Microbiome Research. And if they go on the Purify Kit, we created a Purify manual that's much more extensive than what they get in the Purify Kit that will help them begin this process of making lifestyle changes in addition to implementing the Purify Kit so that you can help them speed that process even faster, so that when they're done with the Purify Kit, whether they do a 7, 10, or 14-day program, they want to know, I feel great, what do I do next? And you can move them into the Biome Protect Kit, or you can move them into a monthly maintenance kit, to Biome Shakes with the Biome DTX, or instead of the Biome DTX, maybe it's the Pro Arginine Plus. You just have to help that person decide what program works best for them based upon what's important to them. Now, again, if you go back to the resource page that we created for you, here's your leaky gut survey. I mean, this survey is the easiest way for you to put this in front of a person, tell them, okay, I want you to check off the trigger, as many triggers and symptoms as it applies to you. And the more that they check off, the greater their probability of having a leaky gut. It's most likely one of the reasons why they've got health issues going on. Well, we need to address that. How do we address that? Well, now you go back to your resource page and you can click on the Purify Kit. And now you could help them understand how key parts of this Purify Kit, like the DTX, includes L-glutamine that specifically addresses leaky gut issues. And if you're dealing with a person for weight management, how it improves their bacteroidetes to firmicutes to aid in weight management. We need to flip your microbiome. We need to have a product line that is going to increase your bacteroidetes versus your firmicutes. If you do that, you're going to find that your cravings go away and your ability to process foods without toxins increase. So inflammation is decreased. Your leaky gut improves because we're using L-glutamine in the Biome DTX, and we're using the Biome Shake, certified vegan, gluten-free vegetable pea protein. That's going to fuel the correct microbial communities to help you quickly rebalance your microbiome. Again, you can go through this, read through this, begin to understand this sheet so that you know what to emphasize to that individual based upon what they're experiencing. So you have the Biome Shake, you have the Biome DTX, you have the Biome Actives, you have the Body Prime, you have the Pro Arginine Plus, and we give 2 examples of people who have seen significant improvements in their health when they use the Purify Kit. Again, it's a resource tool that you can send to a person to say, let's use Fred. Dear Fred, great meeting you today. I understand that you've got some abdominal issues. Have no idea if you have a leaky gut, but there is a survey that you can take. Here's the link for it. Check off as many triggers and symptoms as it applies to you. And Fred, the more you check off, the greater the probability that you have of a leaky gut. Now, there is a product line that I've seen work wonders for people. That product line is what's called the Purify Kit. Here's a link to a flyer that will help you better understand the Purify Kit and the different products that are part of it and what they specifically do to help you change your microbiome, address the leaky gut, improve your health, and aid in weight management issues. So again, you crafting your email. Once you've crafted several emails, you're going to find that they all basically have the same thing. Then you just copy your email and put it into a Word document on your computer, so that the next time all you do is just copy your Word document and change the person's name and maybe rearrange some things or add some things or massage it a little bit so that it's more specific to that individual. But like when I was in the health club industry, we're going to write an exercise prescription for each individual. Well, yeah, that prescription is for that individual, but the prescriptions are basically all the same for everyone. It's just that you might change some small parameters within it. So there's a template to everything that you can do. And then you just need to have the right pieces within that template that speaks to that individual's concerns and needs. Going back again to, we've got some videos. So let's go and look at some of those videos. If you go back onto the resource page and you scroll down to key videos, again, if weight management is going to be your focus, watch this video. You know, before you send it to an individual, watch the video to make sure that this is the video that you want to use. Is there going to be some branding to me at the back end of it? Yeah. But you know what? If you follow up with your individuals, it won't matter on the back end branding. If you follow up with individuals on stuff that you send to them, any branding from any person's video will not make a difference. It only makes a difference if you do not follow up. So watch the video. Or here on the part 1 and part 2, the 3 E's and the 4 R's to gut health. 3 E's, eliminate dysbiosis, eliminate leaky gut, eliminate inflammation. The 4 R's, there's specific 4 R's of what people can do. So we broke that into 2 parts. Part 1 is the 3 E's, part 2 is the 4 R's. And so again, watching these videos will educate you on how you can help that individual. If you're going to go down this pathway of microbiome and helping a person reset their gut health by resetting their microbiome, then utilize these things to educate yourself so that when you talk to that individual, one, you have a better understanding of what you're saying to people. And secondly, you know where your resources are located so that you can go and quickly find them. And then you also have the holistic skincare. You know, there's not as many resources in this area for the holistic skincare. Judy did a great presentation on how to present the Trulum product line. We've got the PDF, the intrinsic youth technology. So again, if you go back up here where you see holistic skincare, here's Judy's video. And then here's a PDF that we put together on intrinsic youth technology and helping them understand how the products within the Trulum product line, these 3 products help to purify the outer layer of the skin, how the moisturizer fortifies the middle layer, and how these other 3 products help to protect the inner layer of the skin. Again, if you're going to use this as your marketing strategy, get familiar with this PDF. You can send that to an individual. Yes, I'm going to help you experience younger, healthier looking skin by harnessing the power of intrinsic youth technology. Click on this link so that you can understand how we're going to purify the outer layer of your skin, fortify the middle layer of your skin, and protect the inner layer of your skin so that you will experience healthier and more radiant skin, and people will come up to you and say, wow, what are you doing? Your skin looks fabulous. Again, I just created that email off the top of my head. You guys can do the same thing. If this is your marketing strategy, then begin the process of crafting the way that you're going to present information to people with tools and resources to help them understand and you know, so that you can get them to go from consideration to conversion, because you're speaking to their needs by giving them the resource tools that speak to their needs. Now, there are other strategies that you can use. Marketing strategy for the E9 as a natural energy drink. There's so many people that use energy drinks. There's another marketing strategy that you could use. I didn't have on here where you could use the metabolic LDL to address statin issues for people who are taking statins because of high blood, or not high blood pressure, but because of high cholesterol levels. Now, we're basically close to the end of our presentation. Do I have anyone that has any questions for me with regards to what I've shown you so far today?
And I think you've hit the nail on the head. You've got it so well covered. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's why my last name is Hammer, Tracy.
I know.
Anyone else with any comments or questions before we say goodbye?
Good morning, Dan. It's Donald. another awesome presentation, and it's good to be back stateside. Last Saturday I was traveling and picked it up on my way on the I-95, but good to be sitting again and listening. Thank you.
You're welcome, Donald. Good having you back. Anyone else before we say goodbye? All right, I want to thank you for your time. As I've shared with you, let me go back and share one last thing. As we get into here, I will be adding this week an icon here on that second row called Your Synergy Funnel, so that you will have that as a location that you can go to, that as we build out this funnel, we'll have these PDFs that I've shown you today, and we'll have the recorded video, so it will help you understand the different parts of your funnel. You know, as you go through here, we've got last week's video, we've got last week's PDF that I showed you. Again, you'll have that as a resource to help you understand each section of the funnel and how you can begin the process of improving your skills to be able to create awareness and attract people to you. And then your skills on how to use tools and resources to position information that addresses their needs with testimonials to improve your quality exposure to them and convert them into a customer, a client. And then the next section will show you, again, how to continue to move people through your funnel effectively so that eventually they become advocates for you, either joining you in the business or also referring people to you. Got one other comment in the chat box. Okay. Okay, thank you everyone. Appreciate your positive comments in the chat box. All right, enjoy your Saturday. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.